What's up, everybody? This is HBT, Harry Bernard Taylor, with my man Christopher Burton.
People's Podcaster, what's going on? What's going on? What's going
All
on?
right. All right. Well, we know what's going on right now. We're here. We're live. And we're about to run it down from SWA this past weekend where Chris and I was in Eastanollee, Georgia, 244 Eastanollee, Georgia, doing our thing, man, as they did their thing. Frightmare 17. The show went down. Amazing show with a little bit of plot twist, Chris. And man, it was mind-blowing. Let's just put it that way, mind-blowing. And we're gonna go ahead and talk about that in just a little while. And so, man, incredible night, Chris. Incredible night.
Yeah, it was an incredible night, man. The action was fast and furious, which we expect, coming from those guys, man. We expect that. So, hey, let's get into it, man.
Okay, man. All right, Chris. But let's go ahead and acknowledge our Facebook users first. If you see the names there, if you got the names,
is man, our man right there, hot stuff.
All right, Adam Mabry must be Adam Mabry. All right, Adam Mabry. We appreciate you joining us, man. We appreciate you joining us. I'm gonna get on here, Chris, and I'm gonna see if I can make sure I get you
right there. Miss Stacy.
All right, Stacy Pennington.
Yes.
Let's just go ahead and say a part of the American Dolls for a minute.
Yeah, part of American Dolls. Yep. American Dolls.
All right.
We also got Christy Murphy. Christy, what's happening?
How you doing, Christy? Glad that you joined us. David Bryce.
YouTube user David Bryce, man. So
right, we getting a
good little crowd in already. What's up, guys?
Right.
Glad y'all tuning in.
Yeah, so right now, man, we about to hit this SWA. And for everybody that's coming on YouTube, Chris and I, we will be doing AEW tonight. So we will get into that All Elite. But we had an Elite show going on Saturday night.
Yes,
so Chris and I, we about to run this thing down, man. We about to get it off. So everybody, man, that's part of SWA, all the fans that's coming in, all our friends that's coming in, man, definitely share this. Definitely share this. And if you this first time you seeing us, hit that like, share, join on Facebook and on YouTube. You know what to do, Chris. But we're gonna go ahead and run down the show, and we'll come back and talk about that later, man. About sharing and tweeting and all that. So first match, man, we had Austin Thorne versus Alex Keitel, and Austin Thorne come out with his manager. So he had a manager and he had another. They had a second. I'm not sure who that is, and maybe somebody will chime in and let us know who that second person that was in there with Alex Keitel's manager. But Austin Thorne versus Alex Keitel which was a very good match. I like this match.
Man. But all I can remember, man, and it's stuck in my head. This manager, whoever the manager was, man, he went to doggone Jim Cornette School of Fashion and learning how to manage. That's where he went to school at,
No doubt, man.
Because this dude come out with a tennis racket, hitting that thing like Andre Agassi, man. He was knocking it out the park.
He definitely used it, Chris. I mean, he did not cut no shorts. Anytime he got a chance to put that thing upside Alex Keitel's head, he definitely did. Man, Alex Keitel, this was a blistering match, how it started out. Alex Keitel, man, he was hitting those, he hit about 2 or 3 snap mirrors in a row. And, man, when he chopped, I mean, he slapped the living daylights out of Austin Thorne, man.
Yeah, he did, man.
And it took a while. And Alex Keitel, man, pretty much was dominating this match a good while until end up Racket Man got involved. And Racket Man got involved. And that was Austin Thorne.
Let's just call him Jim Cornette Jr.
Hey,
no doubt.
Cornette Jr. No doubt. Racket Man got involved. Looked like a cross between Bobby Heenan and Jim Cornette. He got involved, tripped Alex Keitel up, and Austin Thorne started putting the boots to him. So that's when Austin Thorne got his offense in. And Austin Thorne, man, go ahead, brother. What we got here?
Brandon said his name is Xander Seabolt.
Okay, Xander Seabolt, is that the wrestler or was that the manager?
No, that's the manager. That's the manager.
Okay, Brandon Seabolt.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, man.
Man, so I said, Jim Cornette Jr., man, that joker, man, looked like Cornette, dressed like Cornette. He had a racket like Cornette, man. I was like, golly.
Yeah, I see our man Scott Larson is in here. But definitely, Brandon, thanks for letting us know. Xander Seabolt is the manager, and like I said, they had another person in there, a wrestler in there with them. But let's go ahead and continue on with this match, Chris. And man, you talk about the speed of this match, and we was talking about, can these guys keep up that blistering pace? They had a blistering pace going, and like I said, very incredible match. And Austin had the size advantage. Austin, he reminds me of, hey man, who do he remind you of? He remind me of like a P.S. Hayes, a thinner P.S. Hayes, man, with his size and all that. I'm talking about his size.
I could possibly see that. Yeah, I could possibly see that.
I mean, it's somebody else. It's somebody else I had in mind, but I can't think of him right now. But he did remind me a little bit of P.S. Hayes. And Austin Thorne, man, he was pretty good as far as some of the body slams that he put on Alex Keitel. Alex Keitel was very sharp as far as the way he could hit. He could hit those snapmares, those arm drags. He was really good with the arm drags. I take that back.
Kind of looked like Steamboat out there, didn't he?
Yes, he did, man. And he was very good with that running knee drop that he used. Very good with that. And he had low base drop kick. Very, very sharp.
That basement drop kick was, it was snap.
Yes, he did.
Everything he did was crisp, man. It was
crisp.
It was.
Yes,
it was sharp. It was really no hiccups. It was just like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and it just kept coming like an automatic machine gun. It just kept coming, man. And like I said, the pace was blistering, man.
No doubt,
everything was going good until, like I said, Seabolt had to stick his nose in the business. Man.
Yeah, and when Seabolt got involved, I mean, like Alex Keitel got thrown outside the ring, and Austin went after him, but Alex got a hold of him, tossed him. Remember, he tossed him over there to the barrier and hit him with a chop. Man, you heard it all over that arena. 250 people. Man, basically, you could hear it. It was so loud. I was like, man, this kid, Alex, don't look like he can hit that hard, but man, this. I mean, looks can be deceiving, man. He is brutal.
Look, you don't look like you can hit that hard. But hey, I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, exactly. But man, I mean, he just lightened you up. And I don't know if his hair is actually red or he dyed that little mohawk that he have or whatever. But if he's a redhead, he's a fiery redhead. And I mean, he was laying, man, when he laid in chops, man, Austin felt it. But Austin, he had the equalizer, man. He had Seabolt, and he had the other guy that wrestled with him. And so
like I said, it was a handicap match, man. It was 3 against 1, man. I mean, it's hard to fight those kind of odds, man. I don't care how good you are, how good you proclaim to be. When it's 3 against 1, man, you gonna come up short. I don't care how good you got your game plan together and everything. And the other guy that came out there in the trench coat, man, that was Father Crawley, man.
Father Crawley. Yeah. Okay, Father Crawley. Yeah,
he came out there and, man, like I said, it was 3 against 1.
Yeah, the odds got too much, man. And a couple hilarious tough clotheslines from Austin Thorne, man. They got Alex Keitel down 1, 2, 3. I think like a power slam. I can't remember exactly what happened.
Yeah, but he got the win.
But he got the win. It was a pin. He got a legitimate pin over there towards right there in the middle, right there by the ropes. And it was a pin 1, 2, 3. And like I said, man, those two guys, Seabolt and who was it? Father Crawley got involved. Then they got inside the ring, and pretty much Seabolt started. He got on the mic. He talked a bunch of crap before the match. Him and Austin Thorne. He started talking garbage again. Started talking about the weak link and all that. And he was talking about that Thorne. I think it was Thorne. Or it was either Crawley hadn't won a match until he got involved with him. Next thing you know, they're attacking Crawley.
It was Crawley. Yeah,
Crawley. They attacked.
I didn't see this coming. I didn't see this coming at all.
Yeah, man. beat him down. I didn't see it coming either, man. So,
I was like,
man,
wow. I was like,
I don't know.
I was like, I didn't get it, man. I was like, wait a minute. Now, y'all came out as a united front. They came out as a united front. They had a game plan. They were 3 against 1. And everything was looking good. Next thing you know, they get the win. Their team gets the win. Next thing I know, I'm like,
so
wow.
Look, we see that we can't trust
nobody.
Xander Seabolt. You can't trust this joker. I
No,
mean,
man. Could you trust Cornette?
Heck no, man. Heck no.
Okay, then there you go.
And Xander Seabolt, man, he knocked the living daylights. Austin was holding one of the main memories I have when he was holding Crawley up, and he took that racket, took the edge of the racket, and bam, right up across the forehead, man. Just knocked him out. He just went flat out. Just looked like a drunk man. Looked like, and we was up there talking about, look, man, you was down at the Waffle House about doggone 30 minutes ago eating with this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was, man. And I mean, y'all chumming it up, laughing, having a good time.
Exactly.
Man. Whew.
Man, Crawley looked like one of those guys, man, out of one of the old westerns where they just beat the living daylights out of him. He just fell down, man, just flat after he got hit with that tennis racket. It was bad, and he had that trench coat on, which really made it look bad. I was just like, my gosh, man, that was horrible.
What would you give that, man? What would you give that match, man?
Well, we gave it 3 stars, man, but I'm gonna give it. I want to give it a thumbs down, man, for the attack afterwards. I really do, man, but I'm going to give it a thumbs up because it was so exciting.
It was, man. It
was very exciting, man. It went down smooth. I have to say that. Even though, like I say, I'm not for these rule breakers in there. But
man, you know what, man?
It went smooth, man.
I give a thumbs up just because, like I said, man, stuff going down at SWA, it's unruly down there. It's like the Wild Wild West. Anything can happen. You know
Saturday night definitely was.
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this. If you got a tennis racket, baseball bat, anything, I don't care if you got a glove, man. You dangerous down there, man. You get a thumbs up from me because we see people been getting attacked and jumped, and it's. Woo.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. So, man, yeah. So. Let's get on over to
the next match, man.
The next match, man. But like I say, first match, blistering pace. Like I say, it was 3 stars and that thumbs up. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump it up the whole segment, man. Let's jump that up to 4 stars. It went down well. Next, man, we had Dexter versus Yukon Adams. Very good match here.
Yes.
Now, Yukon Adams is a big dude. I would say Yukon Adams probably outweighed Dexter at least by 80 or 90 pounds, Chris. Dexter, least, I mean, man. Dexter is a lightweight, but Dexter is Dexter is a big time favorite, huge favorite over there in down there in Eastanollee, Georgia. And man, Yukon, and at the start off, Yukon started using this power. He just basically throwing Dexter down. Then Dexter jumped up on him and man just started throwing those forearms into the chest, man, right there up in the upper region, and pretty much pushed him back. But still, he couldn't get anything on Yukon. Yukon pretty much had the advantage on him. Then Dexter ended up started using some high flying moves, got him down, jumped on him.
Got the crowd going, man. Got the crowd going and everything, man. So
using those butt busters that he liked to use, and pretty much rocking the house. Man.
I got some technical difficulties. I need to.
Oh, sure.
Restart my system over here. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, we're gonna wait till Chris come back, but definitely I'm gonna keep this thing going. I'm not gonna stop or anything like that. But yeah, talk about Dexter a little bit in that match against Yukon Adams. I loved when Dexter got Yukon over there into the turnbuckle, or the left turnbuckle, went over there, hit him with some of those butt busters over there. And man, I mean, he tried to lift the man up a couple times, and when he tried to lift Yukon Adams up, that's when Yukon Adams got him again, because Yukon Adams just went into a power slam and took advantage again. But Dexter, man, he went into a couple other high flying moves and pretty much got Yukon Adams off of him again. So he looked very good in this match. Yukon Adams, Dexter hit him with that flying drop kick, pretty much finished, almost got the win. But Yukon Adams, wow, I don't know exactly where he got that win, but Yukon Adams hit Dexter with a flying drop kick. I remember that, and hit him over there on the left, in the left corner close to the turnbuckle, hit Dexter with a flying drop kick, knocked him down, man, and pretty much got that win. So that match right there, I'm gonna go ahead and give it 2.5 stars. But before we go to the next match, the third match, which is one of the highlights of the night, pretty much it's probably going to be the most memorable thing of the night. I'm gonna go ahead and wait for my man Christopher Burton to come back. What's up, our YouTube user Hanson Terrell? What's going on, man? We will be on tonight for AEW Dynamite. But right now we're talking about what we're talking about what we did this past weekend in Eastanollee, Georgia, and went down at SWA Wrestling, Frightmare 17. But we just got finished with the first two matches. And like I said, man, first match, we had Alex Keitel and Austin Thorne. Austin Thorne defeated Alex Keitel with the help of his manager and Father Crawley. Next, we had Dexter versus Yukon Adams. Yukon Adams won that match, man. I'm giving that 2.5 stars. He won it with a flying drop kick, which surprised me that it wasn't like a power slam or anything like that. But we got a lot of people joining us, man. So let me see. Let me go back here a little bit. And I want to acknowledge some people. So somebody telling Stacy Green to shut up. Let's see. Let me look on here because everything is saying is Facebook user. So I'm gonna go here and check this thing out. So I got to go back up. Adam Mabry said, "What's up?" We said, "Yeah." So what's up to Adam? Hey, from Stacy Green, my girl Stacy. What's up? Christy Murphy, how are you? Okay. What's up, my man Scott Green? Love you, brother. Jackie Owens, Bad Jack is on. We got my man Richard Ramos is on. What's going on, Richard? We got Grace Todd. She is on. Hello, Grace. So we have Brandon Todd is watching. Brandon told us that Xander Seabolt is the manager of Austin Thorne. Paula Owens is watching. How you doing, Paula? All right, we have Adam Mabry telling Stacy Green to shut up, and we know what went down there, and that's what we're about to talk about. But I definitely want Chris to come in, and I see my man Logan Bloom, another wrestler in Georgia out here. He's watching too. All right, Missy Childers. Welcome, Missy Childers is watching. All right. Well, Missy, we will be putting this video up probably later. I'll probably put it up later on, probably tomorrow. But you're definitely going to want to see that. Anybody, man, listening to this podcast definitely wants to see that. And if you wasn't there, we're going to put that thing up so you guys can see it. Priscilla, okay. Raymond Underwood, my man Raymond is out here watching. J. Cray Montana, the unforgettable one, is here. What's going on, Raymond? So great. Adam Mabry. Oh, Adam, I'm not gonna say that yet. What you just put there last, because like I said, I'm waiting for my man Christopher Burton, who is back. Chris, we are gonna talk. Yeah, we're gonna talk, man. We're about to talk about the next match, the last match, man. Dexter versus Yukon Adams. Yukon Adams, he finished the match off against Dexter with a flying drop kick, which shocked the living daylights out of us, man. And I went ahead and gave that 2.5 stars. But next, man, we're gonna go ahead with Adam Mabry and Bad Jack versus Scott Green and Lane Cross. Now, I wish I wouldn't have said that. Lane Cross, okay. Scott Green found him a partner. Now they started off the match and they was laughing at him. They was laughing. Adam and Bad Jack, they took it upon themselves to crack up on Scott Green, laughing at him because he came out there, said you don't have a partner. You said you're going to have a partner. Then come Lane Cross is out there. So the match, man, got underway. Like another great match, setting a nice pace, nice steady pace.
And the funny thing about this whole match, man, this match has been building and building for months. I mean months. I'm talking about Bad Jack out here, man, literally attacking the American Dolls, out there attacking the commissioner, out there just beating the mess out of Paul Scott Green, man. And they even said Bad Jack was out here beating up kids, man.
Look, man,
this guy he's a monster, man. He can't be controlled. This guy is just out here. Just if you look at this man wrong, you might get smacked. And I mean, the whole time he walked by me, you saw I was looking at the ground, but I was like, I don't want no problem.
Hey,
I don't
look.
want no problem. I was like, I hope he don't see me. I ain't here. I'm invisible. I didn't want no problems, man, because man.
Hey, are we sure Bad Jack is the one was attacking people, or was that alleged? Did we ever see Bad Jack attack these people?
I don't know, but that's what the word has been saying for months, man. So this thing has been building for months, and Scott had a chance Saturday night to get some payback, man.
Yes, he did.
We didn't know
he got some payback too.
He got some payback, but like I said, when he came out, we was like, okay, Scott, who's your partners? You need somebody to tag with, and then out, like you said,
Lane Cross,
and a lot of people were like, he looks familiar, but we ain't seen him for who is that? It looked like somebody we know, and then they told him who he was, and everybody was like, oh my gosh. And you can tell Hot Stuff and Bad Jack, they wasn't expecting it.
Heck no, they wasn't expecting it. And Lane went in there, man, and he was spanking some booty at first. You know, he went in there, and I mean, you know,
like a house on fire, man.
Yeah, and like he was whipping some guys, and then, you know, pretty much took off on Bad Jack and Adam Mabry, and he started laying in some forearms, start getting in some close, some strong clotheslines, clotheslines. And man, and when he laid in some chops, man, he laid in some chops. You know, you knew what was going on when he laid those things in. Tagged in our man Scott Green come in early. He hit a low level clothesline on Bad Jack. Man, he ended up you know, getting some inside cradles and getting some close
falls and everything. I mean, they really clean house, man, because you got to think.
He did.
Bad Jack and Hot Stuff had a game plan. They were like, okay, we don't care who you got as your partner. We gonna stick to our game plan. And when Lane Cross came out, it threw them off, and you could tell, man, because they couldn't get in sync, they couldn't get in rhythm. I mean, they were just like, we don't know what to do. We were like, hold on. I think I even saw Bad Jack maybe call a timeout at one point, and because they couldn't get it together, man. They were expecting Lane Cross.
They was wondering throughout the whole match. Scott Green, man, like I said, you know, he was getting a couple of good inside body slams. I think he got like 2 or 3. Him and Lane Cross, man, those two guys must have been working with each other, because they got like 2 or 3 doggone. I think they got two suplex. They, you know, a double suplex like 2 times. They hit them
double
with
suplexes, man. And, I mean,
so they look good during that match, man. They really look good, and they had a counter for everything that Bad Jack and Adam Mabry threw at him.
So I was honestly say this, man, from where it looked like to me, from where I was looking at it, I was like, okay, these two have been working behind the scenes, didn't let nobody know. And Scott Green was like, okay, you've been beating on me, you've been jumping me, you've been attacking me, but I got something for you. And when he brought up Lane Cross, they had to be working together. So this is something Scott had been in the works for a long time. And they've been studying Mayberry, they've been studying Jack. They were like, okay, this is what they do here, and we can counter with this. And you could tell it. But Jack and Mayberry were trying everything they could to stick their game plan, but it wasn't working. But what did they ended up doing? Some underhanded tricks, and, you know, a couple of gouging at eyes and stuff. When you poke a guy in the eye, man, you know, hey, man, that's gonna make you change your whole way of wrestling, man, because you can't see. You know, your vision ain't as good. Your eyes all watery, and you know, and they took advantage of it too when they, you know, when the referee wasn't looking. And like I said, you had the American Dolls out there, man. They had Scott Green's back and chasing Bad Jack around, and Stacy out there whooping up on Bad Jack, and it was an exciting match, man. The crowd was all into it. I was into it.
Very exciting. Yeah, very exciting. And I mean, I was very impressed with everything that was going on in there. And I mean, look, Adam Mabry, man, he came in, he ended up, when they finally got their offense going, Bad Jack looked good, man. Bad Jack, like I said, Jack dropped some hammers, man. He dropped those bolos down, man, on Scott Green's back, man. I mean, you know, so he was hammering. And then Adam Mabry coming in and pretty much had some what those side headlocks, those backwards headlocks, man, and dropped a couple people. And then he ended
up.
You
know what? I forgot about this, Harry. I forgot about this.
What's that?
Mabry just said it. I forgot about it. It was a no DQ, so it was anything goes too, man.
Oh,
so
yeah. Wow, yeah.
I forgot about that. About that.
Now, Adam Mabry, who did he finish off now? I think he finished off Lane Cross, man, with that he finished him off with a spear, man. He hit him with a spear, and that was a hard spear. And that finished the match up. That finished the match off. So
I mean, but Scott's gonna get his payback at some point, man. Scott's gonna get his payback at some point.
I tell you what, Scott.
I don't know when, but he gonna get his payback.
If you ask me, Scott Green and Lane Cross had won 65% of that match. They pretty much had 60 to 65% control of that match. They looked good. They definitely looked good, and they was getting their payback. But like I said, Adam Mabry, man, the tricks of the trade came into play. They did their dirty-handed tactics, and it led to Adam Mabry hitting somebody with that spear, and it was nasty. They finished the match off. They got the win. But I gave it 4 stars for the match, and then we had the aftermath. And the aftermath,
I didn't see this coming a mile away.
Incredible.
Had no idea.
Okay, so the American Dolls got into the ring.
Yeah, Adam Mabry, they was upset about it. They was.
Adam Mabry had a hold of this pan, which is legal because everything was good.
No DQ. Yep.
Yeah, he had that
doggone sheet, man.
He had a bacon sheet. Okay. God. So Grace Todd decided, oh, you're not gonna hit my man. You're not gonna hit Scott with this bacon pan. He was going for Scott. She went over there to block this thing. She blocked it. And next thing you know, she grabbed it out of his hand. So I'm thinking she gonna whack Adam. She gonna hit Bad Jack because he turned like, here's Bad Jack over here on the right hand side. Next thing you know, whap! She popped the All-American Scott Green. And I'm just like, man, what in the world? Chris just went crazy. Chris went crazy. I did too.
I didn't know what to say, man, because I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, now look, we know Bad Jack. now, Harry, you don't know this, but I got a connection. I got a contact down there in Eastanollee, Georgia.
All right.
And I got a source down there. Bad Jack owns a cattle ranch down there in Eastanollee, Georgia.
Okay.
He owns a cattle ranch down there. And the man is worth a couple of $1 million.
All right.
Now, this coming from a reliable source that knows somebody down there that knows me, and they telling me this. So that's why I said what I said on commentary. How much did he pay her?
I have no idea. But I know one thing.
She would just turn on her lifetime friends like that for no reason. Bad Jack, that man has more tricks up his sleeve than Houdini.
And you saw how hard Adam Mabry and Bad Jack, how hard they was laughing, man. They thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And Stacy went to grab at Grace, man. Grace hit her with a back elbow shot, man. Just like, I don't know if she was trying to hit her with a backhand or back, but it was elbow shot.
It took her down.
Perfect.
It took her down.
Boom. I'm just like, man. Unbelievable, man. And then she got on top of Stacy
and started. I was like, Harry, like I said, man, the American Dolls have been together for a long time. They've had Scott Green's back for a long time. So Bad Jack had to pay her a couple of $1 million, man, to just be like, you know what? My friendship ain't that loyal to them after all.
Oh, yeah, man. I tell you what.
And like I said, this is coming from a source that I have
your connection, man. And like I say, hey, I believe that, man.
Man.
I'm sure of it. Bad Jack got a lot of businesses, man. So
and like I said, his number one business, he's a cattle rancher down there.
Hey, it's hard. It's hard times out here. Gas is too high. Inflation is off the roof, man, off the charts. I mean, we paying in the grocery store, man, for a box of pancake mix, man. You paying $6. So I mean, you paying $4 for a loaf of bread. So I mean, when it boils down to it, what Grace did the other night, man, I believe Grace will slap her own grandma for 50 cent, man. So this pretty much that's the way it
Man.
looked. She knocked the living daylights out of Stacy, and her and Stacy win at it. So
and now, man, you gotta
it's just
think,
flat
man.
crazy,
This
man.
is
It's just flat crazy.
I don't
Who
know.
can you trust, man? Who can you trust if you can't trust Grace Todd?
And then I'm still shocked, man. I mean, the more I think about it, it just I'm just stunned, man. I'm just stunned. But this situation has got to come to a head, man.
Hey, there's no doubt about it. Jody got inside the ring and he said that it's gonna go down between Grace and Stacy. So we'll see what's gonna happen, man. Because like I say, they got to get this thing ironed out. And if they can't talk this thing out, and I mean, this is a betrayal.
They passed the point of talking, man.
Look, man, this is a betrayal that has to be answered. It's gonna get answered, man. That's all it is to it. So Grace, get ready. And I know Stacy, she's on here too. Stacy is ready. And Adam Mabry, he's on here. Adam Mabry, he's saying that Grace is the boss, Chris. I saw that. You know, he put on here that Grace is the boss. So hey, who knows, man? But
man,
wow, dude.
Well, like I said, this is gonna come to a head, man. And
yes, it is.
And the commissioner, he's gonna make something happen. I mean, this thing has got to be settled at some point because this is going on way too far, man. This is going on way too far, man. I mean,
yeah,
loud as that crowd usually is, and they're loud all night. You could hear a fly piss on cotton. It was that quiet because nobody saw it coming, man. And I was just like, oh. Man.
Yeah.
So what did we give that, man? What did we give that one, man?
5 stars, man. It went from 4 stars. The match, 4 stars. It was a good match. It was a solid match. Went from 4 stars to 5 stars because of the aftermath. Great. Man, look, that thing played out well, man. And I tell you what, Bad Jack. I don't know who all was the architect behind this thing. Bad Jack, Grace Todd, and Adam Mabry, man. They had a plan. I wouldn't be shocked if it was Adam who was doggone attacking everybody. I wouldn't be shocked if it was Grace attacking everybody. And Grace got attacked, supposedly got attacked too. But I don't think she got attacked.
I don't know, man.
I don't think she got attacked. But like I say, it could have been one of them. Yeah.
It's gonna come ahead.
Definitely. Yeah, somebody got it. It's gonna be payback. Scott Green's gonna get his redemption. And man, go ahead and answer some of our Facebook users, man. Some of our fans out here, some of our friends out here.
Well, Grace Todd said 5 stars because of her, the real alpha boss.
Oh my gosh,
man! Look at her, man. She the ego out of control already, man. The ego's out of control, man.
We're gonna go up a little bit before that. My girl Stacy said, "I can handle anything you got, honey. Just bring it." Grace Todd said, "I brought it, and you couldn't handle it." Christy V. Murphy said, "You go, girl." So, man, this is just flat out crazy. Let's go on up a little bit more. Wow. Yeah. Paula Owens said, "Love you guys. We love you too, Paula, and everybody else out there in Eastanollee, Georgia that we met. I mean, like I said, y'all have welcomed us and y'all rolled out the open arms, rolled out the red carpet for the straight
open arms,
Yeah. So we love all you guys, man. I
want to see how this thing's gonna pan out, man. I do
too.
Man. I can't wait.
Yeah. So Bad Jack, man. I mean, well, Grace, like I say, Grace, you got some answering to do, and if she feels so, seems like she got a lot of bravado, man. She got a lot of gumption going on right now.
Yeah, her swag is on 10, man.
She's pretty much telling Stacy, "Hey, you ain't got nothing for me." So Stacy's gonna have to bring it, man. But look like Stacy saying it's all good. I'm gonna bring it. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen, man. So next we had James Boulevard, the 4th match. We had James Boulevard versus Drox. Yep. So this match right here, man, Drox, big dude, man. James Boulevard, decent size. But this right here was a pretty good match, Chris. What you think about that? That
was a good match, man. And I tell you, it was very interesting, man. And my dog will not just stay off me. She keeps talking. Why? But anyway, man, it was a good match, man. I have no complaints about it. And like I said, it was a size difference. Now it was a size difference.
It was, but it was It was incredible. Actually, all actuality, it was a pretty good
action was
match.
nonstop. The action
Yes,
was
it
nonstop.
was. Yes, it was. And then you had Terrain. That her man Drox. Was she bringing out Drox out there, and the match went pretty good. Drox.
Because this was teacher versus student, man.
Yes, it was. Yes,
this was teacher versus student because James Boulevard has been around for a long time.
Yes,
and he actually trained Drox. So I was like, okay, how is this going to work? I was thinking that Drox was going to pull a Larry Zbyszko and beat the teacher, man. But
yeah, he did. But man, everything that Drox had, James Boulevard had a counter for it. He did, and I mean, so he was pretty much taking him apart, man. And I mean, anything that he pulled on him, I mean, like if he anytime he came at him, James Boulevard could just he hip tossed him easy. It was just flat out crazy, man. And like if he got a hold of him, then James Boulevard would hit him with a fall away slam or something like that. He would counter everything that Drox had until Drox, like I say, Drox ended up that weight advantage ended up helping him out, and then he started dropping James Boulevard a little bit there, man.
Yeah, he did, man. He really did.
Yeah, so I'm sitting here looking. I don't even have a winner on this thing, man.
It was James Boulevard, man. James Boulevard.
Okay, all right, because I got 2 different ratings here too. Did we give it 4 stars? I thought we had looked like we had 3 stars, and then I think I jumped it up to 4 stars because of the aftermath. This is something else that happened that was great. Terrain come in there next. Well, Terrain did not get in the ring yet. Crystal came out there and attacked her outside behind the railing. So boom, those 2 ended up going at it, and it filtered into the ring. So this right here happened, went down, and then I think didn't Jody come out there? Didn't he come out there and then set up that match for later on that night?
Yeah, it was going to be a last woman standing match with
Terrain, that's what it was. Yes,
and
Crystal Rose
and Crystal Rose, man.
Yes,
and it was crazy too because that match, like I said, with Drox and James Boulevard, the match ended wonderful, man. It was a good match, and it was one of those matches where the teacher was like, "I taught you everything you know, but I didn't teach you everything I know."
Exactly.
So everything Drox did, James had a counter for, and rightfully so. He's a teacher, but I was rooting for Drox, and I was like, okay, Drox is going to get the win. He's going to pull a Larry Zbyszko, upset the teacher, and be like, hey, I've come a long way, but unfortunately, it didn't happen. They had a brace at the end. It was good to see, and then, like you said, the attack, the aftermath afterwards with Crystal Rain and Terrain and Crystal Rose, which set up later on that night for a last woman standing match, and we'll get to that because that was
no doubt. Give me a second, Chris. I'm checking something here, but okay, all right, yeah, that Crystal Rose match and Terrain match was unflipping believable. That's all I have to say. And Missy Childers, I know you waiting, and a lot of other people who didn't go down is waiting to see this. And yeah, I can't wait to put it on. So I'll be trying to get that thing up tomorrow sometime, or if definitely not going to get it up tonight. But next, man, we had Michael Allen, Richard Clark. Okay, Michael Allen, Richard Clark, because this guy got 4 names now. 4 names.
I never seen nothing like it, man. A guy with 4 names. I've never.
And his partner Levi Knight. These 2 guys came. They drove all the way down here from Canada, all the way down to Eastanollee, Georgia.
And that confirms it right there. Yes. That confirms it, man. Bad Jack money reaches all the way to Canada.
Yes, exactly.
That confirms it. I mean, because Harry, okay, we love Eastanollee, Georgia. We love y'all down there. But who in Canada has ever heard of Eastanollee, Georgia?
Oh, I know exactly.
I'm not saying nothing bad, but that let you know.
Yeah, how many
man
coming to Eastanollee, Georgia from Canada depends on which way they came. I mean, how many if they came from the east? How many independent associations they went through? 250.
Oh Lord!
Coming from the north, they probably hit 300.
I mean,
so
then you
that
got to
they
think,
went
are
that
they
they went
coming from?
past.
Are they coming from Eastern Canada, Central Canada, or Western Canada?
Exactly. So who
Man,
knows, man? I've been to Canada plenty times.
yeah, me too.
So yeah, so
But
who knows where they came from, man? I mean, and
and
yeah,
Bad
they
Jack's got influence in Canada to get people to
yes,
come down to Canada, because you got to think, man. I'm just gonna say it, Harry. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just
yes.
gonna put it out there, man. I know Jody's a commissioner and all. I get it. I understand he's out there, him and Bubba, the stick of justice. I know he's out there trying to control stuff. But Harry, we know who run that thing, man. It's
Oh,
Bad
no
Jack.
doubt.
It's
Oh, no
Bad
doubt,
Jack,
man.
man.
No doubt.
Jody, no, nothing against you, man, and what you trying to do. We understand that
Minute.
completely. I understand. But man, look, you got to get a handle on Bad Jack, because he making it look like that, he telling you what to do.
Well,
I mean,
Bad Jack's influence is
it's,
wide.
yes,
It is wide out here. A lot of people know Bad Jack. Chris and I, every time we talk about Bad Jack, man, people out here know him. And Chris and I, we thought we knew a lot of people, man. But everybody we talked to about Bad Jack, they know him. Every
yeah.
promoter we talk to about Bad Jack, they know him. So I mean, Bad Jack,
This
man.
man's name is out there.
Exactly.
He's got some serious influence out here in this world of wrestling, man. And now that we see it, he's got influence in Canada, because he got some guys in Canada. And that Knight guy, man, I guess he was Canada's version of Rick Rude, because he kept strutting around and twirling and shaking his hips and stuff. So he might be the Canada's version of Rick Rude.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. He was shaking it, man. He's all for the women, man. He straight up told everybody that he's for the women, and that they're gonna love seeing him because he can do it all night long. All right, my man Jeff Samuel, what's going on?
What's up, Jeff? What's up, man?
Jeff, we'll be on for AEW, man, in just a little while, man. But right now we're finishing up. We still rolling with this SWA thing from this past weekend. But Chris, they took on Josh Broner and Human. So Josh Broner and
this
Human.
First time I've never seen Human. This is the first time I saw him.
Yeah, that was the first time I seen Human too. We've seen Josh Broner a few times, couple times. But this right here ended up being a very good match. These two guys from Canada is pretty good, man. And if they come back down, if they want to come back down, they are serious contenders for the SWA Tag Team Championships. They are very talented. I was very impressed. Not just I'm not gonna say they're good looking. I like to say
I mean, hey man, they must be pretty good looking here. I don't think you saw it. There was a couple of women in the front row either looked like they were about to pass out or throw up. I don't know which one it was. I don't know which one it was.
They might have wanted to throw up, because I tell you what, that Levi Knight, man, he had that big jacked up orange hair, big old curly hair all down his back and everything. So I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know. I just don't know. I can't judge that. But like I say, the match was really good. These guys, they do some things a little different, but they incorporate some of the things that we see on TV. But you can tell these guys have been influenced by the Hart Foundation. That style, some of the things that they was doing was pretty incredible, man. I was very impressed with them.
Yeah, and Human, man, let's give it up for Human. This guy, I've never, Harry. This guy literally walked the top rope all the way around the ring.
He did that thing twice, and like I said, and one time he did fall off. He slipped one time, but hey, like I said, he's only human, born to make mistakes.
Man. I mean, it happens. It happens, but
exactly. But my man looked good all the way through that match. I mean, flying over the top rope, man, hitting guys with flying body blocks. Man, he just really looked good all night. Everything that he did, man, his drop kicks, everything was on. He was precise. I mean, besides that one little slip up, man, everything he did looked really good. And Josh Broner, man, he was bringing the fire, man. I mean, he was giving them some of them some good old American knuckles, man, upside their jaws, man.
Yeah, he was, man. He was like, look here, this is how y'all do it in Canada. This is how we do it here in the United States.
Exactly.
And, I mean, but like you said, man, the Canadians, man, they really had their stuff together. You can tell they well traveled.
Yeah, they did.
And they were definitely influenced by the Harts and their style of wrestling up their
way.
And I get it, man. But nothing against Human and his partner, and I was thoroughly impressed, man. I was thoroughly impressed, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Yeah, Michael Allen, Richard Clark, and Levi Knight. That was a very good match. But we gave it 2.5 stars, Chris. But the score, what we gave it, I believe
it didn't
coming off
reflect.
those,
It really didn't reflect on the true
what
action
actually
or
happened.
what's
Yeah,
going on. Yeah,
because to tell you the truth, a lot of things that Levi and Michael Allen Richard was doing, they was trying to impress the crowd, the females. So when they got involved, but when they did get involved, man, the action was live and it was heavy. So that was a very good match. So 2.5 stars for that match. And then, man, we had the next match, and these girls, they tore the house down. You know what I'm talking about? Crystal Rose, man, and Tar Rain.
Before we got to that, Harry.
Oh yeah, okay.
Before we got to that, you forgot what happened. The Canadians got the win.
Oh yeah, they
got the win. They got the win, which was impressive. And they come out first time. I think they've been SWA, and they were literally boasting about they are the best tag team out in SWA. This, that, and the other. And I was like, okay, you know what? Okay, that's cool. That's your claim. You won a big match. You can brag and all this and all that. And they were like, hey, we're the best tag team out here that y'all ever seen, and the best tag team that y'all got.
Yep.
Well, some people that we know had something to say about that.
Oh yeah.
And that was the Bad Squad, who are the current and reigning SWA champions. Our man Alex Delta and Richard Ramos came out and were like, you know what? Y'all did good. But y'all ain't good enough because y'all don't have the tag team titles.
Right.
And then I'm thinking, oh wow, this is gonna be a good match here sometime in the future.
No doubt.
To see if these boys can really hang. And then Harry, somebody else had something to say. Another tag team. They came out and I was like, wow, now this is really getting interesting.
Oh yeah.
And if you noticed, when Bad Squad and the other team came out, man.
Who was that? Desolation?
Yeah, Desolation. When they came
Desolation.
out.
Yeah.
The Canadians were like, you know what? They kind of changed their tune a little bit.
Yeah, they did.
They changed their tune.
Oh my gosh, man.
They weren't talking so loud as much as they were before. They were like, we aren't okay. Maybe we are a good team, but we just don't want to deal with y'all right now. And I'm like, wait a minute. Just a minute ago, y'all said y'all the best tag team. Y'all can do all this and all that. But now you got competition and you got the champions in the ring. You want to, okay, you got it. We're going to back off. But yeah, Harry, when that happens, all I'm going to say is shut up and take my money.
Oh yeah, man. That is 3 explosive tag teams. And like I said, those Canadian boys, man, I think they can hang with either one of those 2 teams. In my opinion, I don't think they can beat Bad Squad, but I think they can run with them. I think Bad Squad is going to take them out. When it boils down to it, I think they're going to explode on them, and they're going to pretty much going to be the quality team. They're going to be the dominant team in the match.
So you calling it. You say when these 3 teams mix up, Bad Squad walking away with the championship. You calling it right now.
Yeah, I'm calling it, man. I say Bad Squad is going to walk away with it. I mean, Desolation is pretty. They're no crabs in a bucket either, man. I mean, those guys are something serious too. Yeah. But man, and like I say, these Canadian boys, the first time we seen them, so we don't know exactly everything they have, Chris. So hey,
it's gonna be a good one when it happens. And I want to be there when it happens.
But man, I want to go ahead and answer some of this craziness that's going on, because you got some crazy stuff going on here with
Look, Facebook is on fire tonight, man. Look, I can't keep up with it, Harry. You got Grace Todd going at it with
Stacy said it was Adam, man. He failed the lie detector test. So she's saying that Adam is the one was attacking people. Stacy said, Grace Todd, girl, you caught me by surprise this time. So she said next time it won't happen. She said it won't happen again. Okay, Jackie Owens said she's the queen. So Bad Jack is calling Grace Todd the queen now. But I think Paula had something to say about that. I think she's the queen right now with Jackie.
Man, we
But
ain't got nothing to do with that now.
my man Raymond said prayers for the 2 police officers killed yesterday. One in Greenville, South Carolina, one in Dallas, Texas. Oh my gosh, man! One in our
Wow.
hometown, Chris. I didn't even know about that.
I didn't know nothing
I've been
about
so
it
busy,
either,
I
man. I had
haven't
no
looked at
idea
any
either,
news,
man.
man. Gosh, wow, man. Wow, I'm about to call the lieutenant, man. Thanks for letting us know that, Raymond.
Yeah,
Wow.
I had
Yeah,
no idea,
definitely.
right? I
All
had
prayers, man,
no
to their
idea,
families
man.
and all that, man.
Wow.
May the Lord strengthen their families, man, and comfort their
Yeah,
families.
wow. Whew.
Both families. Wow. Scott Green's called somebody the Queen of Diapers, man. So I guess he's calling that whole crew the Queen of Diapers. Tabitha Fowler is watching. Paula said it was a killer match. Christy said, since I've been coming to SWA for the last few months, this is the first time I've seen Drox in a singles match. It was nice. Yeah, Drox is a
Yeah.
very talented wrestler. Love watching him wrestle. What's the name? Adam Mabry said, damn right, it's bad, Jackie Owens. Jody Rogers, oh man, Jody is watching. So Jody, man, he's trying to get everything organized down there, man. He's trying to bring
He
the
got his
law and
hands
order
full,
down
man.
there.
He's got
Yes,
his
he
hands
does.
full, man.
All right. Stacy said yes. He even used Boss Hog to corrupt Grace Todd, who went on vacation. Okay.
Wow.
Jody
Wow.
said I will start working on controlling Bad Jack more. Man,
Well,
Jack
good
said
luck
I
on
don't
that
think.
one, man.
Man,
Good
Jack
luck
said
on
I
that.
don't think so. And man,
Man,
woo. And Jody
I
said
told you,
we will see about that. This is
man.
crazy.
Facebook is on, man. Look, man, you got to think, Harry. That right there is a big ball of hate and disdain. And man, look, you know what, Harry? I'm kind of glad these people ain't got guns, man, because these jokers be like the Hatfields and McCoys. They just be shooting and just carrying on, and it'll be
Yeah.
like the Wild Wild West out there, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
They
Stacy
can't
said,
stand each other.
I'm gonna run through these real quick. Stacy said they have nothing on Bad Squad. She's talking about the Canadian guys, man.
Yep.
Canadian boys. All right, Adam Mabry, the woman passed out with me. Okay, Adam Mabry said the women pass out with him. Okay. All right.
Hey, man.
And Stacy said pass out in disgust because they are so sick from looking at you. Jody said that's because they are bored. Adam Mabry said you suck. Paula Owens said, Adam Mabry, you suck. Okay,
Man.
Tim Enlow, my man Tim Enlow is watching. Thank you, Tim. J. Craig Montana, I have been working with Bronner to improve his in-ring performance. Christy says, go Bad Squad, they're not ready. She's talking about, the other 2 teams are not ready. Paula said they could never beat Bad Squad. All right, so Desolation could never beat Bad Squad. All right, Wesley Flasky is watching. He said, what's up, Harry and Chris? How y'all doing? 757 in the house.
Wesley?
What's going on, Wesley? Jackie Owens said, Grace is queen. All right, Adam said, I got guns, but my fist does the job.
God,
all right, man.
It's craziness down there.
Yeah,
Man.
Jody Rogers said, me and Bubba will be the next show. Okay, man. So, wow. Just running through that real quick. Wanted to acknowledge everybody.
Facebook is on fire, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, man, let's go ahead and roll on, man, to this Crystal Rose terrain match, Chris.
The last woman standing match. Now, you talk about craziness.
This was a fight to the man.
Oh, my gosh. I've seen a lot of hardcore matches. I've seen a lot of Hell in a Cells, scaffold matches, any kind of hardcore match, any kind of no rules, no disqualification. I've seen all kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But Harry, I have never, I repeat, never seen nothing this crazy ever in my life, man. Never.
It was a vicious match. It really was. And I was blown away. And Crystal Rose.
You know what? I thought Bad Jack and Scott Green hated each other. That ain't nothing compared to this.
Heck no, man. Crystal Rose went at Terrain, man, at the beginning of this match. I say for the first 40% of this match, man, she just beating the living daylights out of Terrain. Then here come Terrain, man. Bringing back that fire, man.
Yeah.
And just really putting it on her, but I mean, just really showing her what time it was. And I was just stunned. And then, of course, the baking pan came into play. Everything else,
man,
it was wild all night long.
And then it got to the point where the action got so hot and heavy, Harry, they couldn't even hold it in the ring. The thing went out through the crowd.
Yes, it
went
did,
through
man.
the crowd. I think she messed around and put tried to burn her with some hot chili or something from the concession stand.
Yeah, because
that you
it
put
went
on the
back.
hot
It went
dog,
back to that. It went back there. So yeah.
Hey man, hey, they didn't mess up your car, did? Because I think they went to the parking lot, didn't they?
I'm not sure, man, but
I think they went to the parking lot, man.
Went all over that building. It went everywhere, and I mean, they was fighting it out.
I was like,
that was just crazy.
Lord.
I tell you what, I never seen two women fight that hard in my life, man.
Never, man. I was like, I'm like, I mean, the way they were fighting, they were like somebody slept with somebody's man or something. It was ridiculous. I mean,
like, wow.
I mean, security had their hands full, man, and they were trying to keep the fans safe. But I was like, okay, y'all trying to keep the fans safe, but who gonna keep security safe? Because I think one of the security guys got knocked down. And Ref Brandon, he was trying to follow the action, and it was bedlam, man. Ladies and gentlemen, when Harry puts this video up, you got to see this and believe it. It was insane.
And look, I didn't know. I had no clue who was going to be the last person standing in this match. It was unbelievable, man. And
I mean, they beat the mess out of each other, man.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And no woman wanted to, to go down. And wow, man, if you could, man, just go ahead and lay out the finish, man. I'm just like,
it was like I said, man, it got crazy. They finally got back to ringside after fighting all over the arena. I mean, literally all over the arena. Terrain literally was like, you know what? I really can't quite just go blow for blow with Crystal Rose, because Crystal was laying in some shots, man.
Yes, she was, man.
And Terrain was too, but Terrain was like, you know what? I got a trick for you. Messed around and used the steel chair, beat her down, and rolled in the ring. I was like, okay, she got her in the ring. Okay. I'm like, but it's last man standing.
Oh, yeah.
Why you got her in the ring? I was like, this ain't making no sense. She grabbed her by her legs, Harry. I'm like, and I'm thinking, okay, she going for that 7-10 split, if you know what I mean.
Right.
And I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be kind of painful. But I digress. She fooled everybody in that arena thinking she was gonna do the old 7-10 split, messed around and outsmarted the girls, outsmarted Crystal Rose, and tied her feet together around the ring post.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's genius.
Yes, it was, man.
She outsmarted her, man. She was like, okay. Yeah. She was like, I've given you my best shot. You've given me my best shot, your best shot. You know what? Brains always beats brawn. They always say that, Harry. Brains always beats brawn.
No doubt.
And she basically tied her feet together, got in the ring, and was like, okay, go ahead, try to get up. And obviously, she couldn't get up.
Yeah.
So she couldn't answer the 10 count. And guess what?
Terrain winner. It was great, man. I love that.
That was one of the smartest things.
Very smart, man. Because like you said, Crystal wasn't going out. Crystal was bound, bent, and determined. She got more experience. She was going to end up taking Terrain out, but Terrain, man, got very smart, very clever work by Terrain. And so whoever designed this with her, or if she came up with it, or if
I think she came up with it on her own, man. I think she was
incredible,
like,
incredible.
You can't win if you can't stand. And she was like, well, I'm up here trying to just beat the crap out of her, knowing and seeing that she can take a beating and keep on coming. So she was like, you know what? I'm going to outsmart her. I'm going to tie her feet to the ring post.
Yeah, Paula Owens said, man, the girls killed it, and Jackie Owens said,
they did.
Heck of a match. Yes, they did. This match was incredible. It was just, man, it's nothing. I mean, we can't put it into words how great it was. That's how good this match was, and man, it just put a stamp. It just put a 5-star stamp. Yeah, put a 5-star stamp on the night, man. So, I mean, what else can you say about it? But I think, Chris, we had the match at 4 stars, man. But because of the outcome and how everything went down, man, I'm going to go ahead and roll. We're going to roll 5 stars on that match too. It came out really good. All right, next, man, we had Logan Bloom versus Cade Powers. This right here was a very good match. And like I say, Dr. Happy said, man, looked like he doggone was out there
He looked like he just left the butcher shop, man.
Yeah, I don't know what in the world was going on with that. I hope he left the butcher shop because this man had a lot of blood on his coat, Chris.
Yeah, he did, man.
So
yeah, he did, man. I was like,
what's going on?
I know it's getting close to Halloween. I get it, but I was like, I hope he just left the butcher shop, which is, coming from work, you know, and he just didn't have a chance to change clothes. And then Harry, it was for the SWA New Blood Championship, and it was a casket match.
Yes.
I was like, oh my gosh.
And I tell you what, look, man, Logan Bloom, he's defending this title, but I tell you what, Cade Powers brought it, man. He brought it. I mean,
yes, he did.
That was a fight to the end. But okay, Dr. Happy said, Victor Happy said, he got involved in the match. But man, Logan was up against it, and like I said, Cade Powers is no joke. That's a big man.
No, yeah, that's a big man. And you gotta think that's almost like a David and Goliath. And you look at Cade Powers, man, and you look at Logan Bloom, you be like, ain't no way in the world.
Yeah. Logan is a slim guy. Logan had to use the speed. Logan had to use the skill. Has a lot. I think he got better skill than Cade. But Cade, man, he got the power advantage. He got the size advantage. And Cade was able to overcome Logan, man.
Yeah,
and
he was, man. He was.
Yeah, so we gave that match 3.5 stars, man, on that casket match, man. So he was able to dump him in, bro.
Yeah. He was, man. He was able to dump him in, man. And that match was brutal, man, because
yes, it was.
Victor Happy said, man, he I don't know what happened, but he lost it. He snapped.
Yes, he did, man.
And you got to think, it's a casket match. So anything goes. The objective is roll your opponent in the casket, shut the lid, personality in the casket, they're the winner. Victor Happy said went crazy, man. He got a steel chair and lost his mind.
Yes, he did, man.
And just started beating the mess out of Cade. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. I'm like, man, what in the world's wrong with this dude, man?
Man, I had a flashback to Rocky 3. Somebody just throwing the damn towel. I was like, stop this. And I don't know what happened, man, because I don't know if Victor Happy said wasn't on his medicine or what, if he's bipolar, but it was like he came to his senses, and you saw this. He started crying.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute, you beat the man's brains out, and then you start going. I'm like, somebody give this man his medicine. He bipolar.
He lost control of all his faculties, man, as far as in his face. Just like, man, he just went crazy there for a minute. I'm like, what in the world's going on? Yeah, man, but wow.
And then, like I said, Cade ends up getting the win and becoming the SWA New Blood champion because just like, you know what? But that was a hard-hitting match too, man.
Yes, it was. And I tell you what, congratulations to Cade Powers, but I'm sure Logan is going to come back. Logan wants his belt back, or Logan will be vying for other championships, man, because he's a great champion. He's a great competitor, so I definitely look for him to come back, man, make a comeback. But let me go ahead and answer a few more. We had Scott Green. He said great match. Talking about the Crystal and Terrain match, and then Jody Rogers said he agreed with Scott Green. He said those boys killed it. Jody Rogers said that. Kayla Hope Lawhorn is watching. We had Cade and Logan's match. It was brutal. Definitely Crystal Murphy. She said she loved it. Stacy said awesome match. And Scott Green said Cade and Logan had a great match. Definitely. Scott Green said Happy said it's a nutcase. He is a nutcase. And I wouldn't want to, anytime I'm around this guy, I'm watching my back. I wouldn't want to be walking in the dark alley with this guy following anywhere close to the vicinity because we don't know what he's going to do. Like I said, I don't know.
He might be like, hey, how you doing 1 minute? And next thing you know, the man might take a telephone cord and try to choke you to death.
Exactly. And plus, we don't know where in the world that blood came from. Let's just put it that way.
He was covered in blood head to toe.
Yeah. So next, man, let's go ahead and go on to the main event, Chris, because we're going to have to roll out of here. All right, man, the main event, but we need to talk about this for a few minutes. Ryan Staples versus Curtis Coleman. This right here was a good match.
Yes, it was, man.
Very good match.
This was for the SWA. Which title was it? Because Curtis Coleman, he's a belt collector. He's a belt collector. Man. That man got like 8 different titles, man. I'm not SWA
Premier Champion or something like
that. SWA Premier Champion. Yeah,
but yeah, he's strapped.
He reminds me of Ultimo Dragon, man. That's who he reminds me of with all them titles and trophies.
Oh, no doubt, man.
I mean, and this was an amazing match, man.
Yes,
and
it was.
I mean, when I say amazing, if you never seen Curtis Coleman wrestle, I don't care if it's against a damn mop.
I know that's right.
It's gonna be a good match. Curtis Coleman, but you know what, Harry? I noticed I was getting a vibe from Curtis, man.
Yeah.
His attitude has changed. His vibe was different, man. His vibe was different.
Right.
And the fans caught on to it. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, last time we were there, I'm like, what? I'm like, what's that happen? What did we miss?
Look, man, in PWC, he's something different, man. Put it that way. In SWA, they both running out of there. He's something different. But he's just taking care of business. He's collecting checks, man, and collecting titles. That's all he's doing. And
hey, man, that's what it's all about, man. That's
exactly.
Checks and championship.
Exactly. And he don't care. He don't care how the fans, what the fans think. If he's got to be on the good side or he got to be on the bad side. But Curtis Coleman, man, put together an incredible match. And like I say, Ryan Staples, man, there's nothing shabby about Ryan Staples. Man, what an incredible competitor. Man, I mean, Ryan Staples fighting like he fighting on the streets. Curtis Coleman fighting like he fighting on the streets and fighting in the ring. And, man, he's able, like I say, for a man that size, even though he done lost a lot of weight, he's down to 250. Man, he's still barrel, man. He's just a natural big guy. And, man, I'm telling you, Curtis, man, just flying through the air, doing things, man, that just you don't see a guy that size doing, man. That's just incredible. That's all it is to it.
Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, it is. It was incredible, man, and awesome match. And like I said, man, it was. I mean, they put on a wrestling clinic.
Yes, they did.
Any young, inspiring wrestlers out there, watch this match, man, because this is the way to go, man. This is how.
No doubt.
Done. This is how it's done.
Yes, it is. But yeah, we're gonna roll over. But yeah, Curtis Coleman ended up getting the win
and keeping the SWA Premier Championship.
Exactly, 4.5 stars, man, and big ups to Ryan Staples, man, for putting up a great match against Curtis Coleman. No ifs, ands, buts about it. I would love to see these guys match up again in the near future because they put on something incredible. No outside interference, no nothing, no chairs, no bottles, no nothing. These guys put down a knockdown, drag down, straight up wrestling match, and it was incredible. But let me go ahead and okay, Christy Murphy said Curtis Coleman always brings his A game to the ring. That man is amazing. There's no doubt about that. Paula Owen said, "Oh hell, a mop." Yeah, exactly. I mean, he can make anything or anybody look good when it boils down to it. If you put him in there with a mop. I mean, like I say, he's gonna make that mop look incredible, and you gonna think that mop can do some things like twist and turns in that ring and all that, and lay down for a man flying on top of it. So next we had Stacy said yes, he turned on the crowd. J. Craig Montana said, but my attitude hasn't changed. I am out to prove that I am the best, and I am the North Georgia legend for a reason. J. Craig Montana, is that Ryan Staples, man? I don't know, man. I'm just looks like him. Okay, all right, J. Craig Montana. But my man Jackie Owen said he is cashing checks, no doubt. J. Craig Montana said next time I will beat you, Curtis, and you can bet on it. So that's J. Craig. J. Craig. Anytime we see him, J. Craig is Ryan Staples. So my man Ryan Staples, like I said, don't have nothing to be ashamed of. Incredible performer. And Ryan Staples, if you don't have your South Carolina's wrestling license, definitely get it because we would like to have you. Chris and I, when we promote our next show, we'd like to get you here in South Carolina, man. Definitely. Jody Rogers said Ryan Staples is turning heads. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah. Ryan said, maybe I'll make him tap out like I did Marcus Adams. Okay, so we're going to see that. Paula said, thank you guys for this. No doubt, Paula. We definitely enjoyed doing it. Stacy said, yes, it's Ryan. But, yeah, we're going to roll out. But that's our report on SWA.
Yeah, wrestling. What did we give the overall show, man? I think it was 4.5 stars.
4.5 stars, yeah, 4.5 stars. So that's almost a 5 stars. So man, that's an A. That's an A for Frightmare 17. So we gave y'all 4.5 stars, man. That's one of our highest ratings this year for a Yeah, exactly. For any show, and that's including the big shows. But 4.5 stars for Frightmare, man. Keep that thing up. That was Frightmare 17. We look forward to Frightmare 18. And Chris and I'm pretty sure we're going to be there way before
Oh
Frightmare
yes, yeah,
18.
definitely,
But we definitely going to
definitely.
see you guys the next run in Georgia. So just keep us posted on those dates, and we'll continue to check you guys out and all the ones that we have friends here on Facebook, and we'll be looking for everybody, and we'll be following all these wrestlers that come out to
Yeah,
SWA. But
definitely.
if you're in the upstate of South Carolina, definitely get down. And like I said, it's just like 45 minutes. It depends on where you're from Greenville. 45 minutes to an hour in Greenville, probably take you about an hour, 17 minutes from Spartanburg, South Carolina, anywhere in the upstate. Get on up to Eastanollee, Georgia, 244 Livestock Road, and check out some great wrestling, because that crowd is one of the livest crowds we ever seen. Definitely the loudest one we've seen on the independent scene, Chris. They stay involved the
Yes,
whole time,
yes, yes,
and they
man.
have a
Yes.
reason to stay involved the whole time, because Jackie Owens, my man Bad Jack, is in, everybody out there, man. Scott Green, all the rest of them, Ryan Staples, Curtis Coleman, all of them put together a great show. And
the atmosphere is electric,
man,
man. You can't beat
exactly,
it, man. You
exactly.
cannot beat it.
Yeah,
But
but
for
we
my
are out of
man,
here. We are
yeah,
out
and
of here.
we getting ready
And
to transition real quick to AEW, which is on.
AEW, yes,
And we get
Dynamite. So
and we're getting ready to do our live reaction. And so if you want to stay on where we do this quick transition, be more than happy to come back, because we getting
definitely,
ready to do a live reaction to AEW.
yes.
But for right now, for my man HBT Harry and myself, Christopher Burton, the People's Podcaster, and wonderful fans of Eastanollee, Georgia, SWA, we love you guys. And like I said, stay tuned, because
Stay straight up. Yes.
we're getting ready to transition to AEW, and we'll be right back.
All
Y'all
right.
stay
See
straight
you
up.
guys. All right.
Peace.
Peace.